All right, then let's start today's class. Today I will cover about the visibility graphics and some modification tools. Now let me tell you about this, about your query. So when you select this, you will have this temporary dimensions. Okay. So there you can change the dimensions to shift it with precision. Okay. So suppose as per your plan, there is a column and you want to shift it from the surface towards 150 mm or 100 mm. So there you mentioned like 100 and that it will be like this.
Automatically gets
Okay.
shifted.
Yeah. So according to that, you will get it. Suppose you are not getting it from the outer surface. Suppose you are getting it from this surface. Okay. Suppose. So what you have to do is you have to drag this point from which surface you want to get the dimension. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how you can fix it. Or you know that how to change the orientation.
Yes.
So these are the arrow or space bar is the option.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
And
Now,
also,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah, go
sorry to
on.
interrupt. Just one more question. When
Yeah,
we
yeah.
move, can you please place one column randomly one and create any column and place it architectural column?
Okay, fine, fine. So for that, let me just check the dimension as because forgot it. So 400, the 400 is the column. So if you choose structural column, so you can place that. If you choose architectural column, you can place that. So let me go with this edit type, and there you can load, you can create new one. You can create new one and load it here, and you can use that. So I will not create new one. I will go with the existing one. I will change the dimensions. So let me go with this. Let me name it first 400 by 400 mm. Click on OK, and here you change it 400 by 400. Okay, and any materials you can change. So go to this, search for concrete, use render appearance so that in shaded visual style you can see the
Okay.
material color. Apply it, click on OK. Okay, now you will see like this. The center line you can get there, you can place it, or else what you can do is you can place outside of it. Okay. uh, just just a second. Level 1, so that you okay. mm, all right, just choose this one, click on OK, and that you can provide over there. Yeah, so we will place like this, and after that we will unjoin. Okay, or else what you can do is like
Is it
place
because the wall is
outside.
continued, it's not
Yes,
facing? Yeah.
right. It's placed, but it is overlapped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have placed outside of it. Let me change to realistic. So you see this floor, the ceiling is there, so that's because of that. So what you can do is you can change the view range. All right, you can change the view range. So let's go for the cut plane. Cut plane offset, you can define 1200, apply. Okay, and there you can, now you can see it, right?
Yes.
And the material is same for this floor. There you can see that material probably is these concrete thing same is there, so that's why it's matching. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So when you move it, for example, if you want to move this column, so moving the column, do we get the center point like snap points अपन को मिलते हैं क्या? अभी आप column move करिए.
यहाँ पे अगर आप ऐसे मूव करते हैं तो यहाँ पे आपको सेंटर मिल जाएगा।
Center मिलता है. हाँ.
हाँ,
अभी
और
आप
एल्स,
column.
हाँ, और एल्स आप क्या कर सकते हैं, मूव के लिए MV, देन सिलेक्ट, एंटर, फिर कोई भी अगर आपको मिड पॉइंट से प्लेस करना है या फिर ये पॉइंट से प्लेस करना है, पॉइंट से लेकर पॉइंट पे आप प्लेस कर सकते हैं, ऐसे भी आप प्लेस कर सकते हैं। और एक है कि आप अलाइन ले सकते हैं इस सरफेस के साथ, ये अलाइन करके फिर अलाइन 2 बार आपको अलाइन करना है तो फिर आपका पोजीशन हो जाएगा। लाइक जैसे कि मैं अगर ये कॉर्नर पे प्लेस करना चाहूँ तो अगर मैं ये, तो ये सरफेस सिलेक्ट फर्स्ट एंड देन इसके साथ ये अप्लाई कीजिए, देन ये सरफेस के साथ ये अप्लाई कीजिए, तो ये देखिए आपका ये कॉर्नर पे प्लेस हो गया। ऐसे भी आप प्लेस कर सकते हैं।
So what I was doing is basically MV के बाद शायद आपने enter किया and then you were getting the snap points, no? So I was not getting the snap points, इसलिए मुझे वो randomly बहुत precisely move नहीं हो रहा था, वो spit नहीं हो रहा था मतलब column.
अच्छा, तो आप चेक कर लीजिएगा कि आपका स्नैप पॉइंट्स ऑन है, ठीक है? तो ये अगर चेक रहता है तो फिर ऑफ हो जाएगा। हाँ, जनरली ऑफ ऑन ही रहेगा। और ये ऑब्जेक्ट स्नैप पॉइंट्स जो है वो चेक रहते हैं तभी आपको शो करेंगे, अदरवाइज स्नैप ऑन भी है तो ये ऑफ रहेगा, ये अनचेक रहेंगे तो आपको शो नहीं करेगा।
I'll check that. Yes. All right.
ओके, और एल्स उसके जो शॉर्टकट्स हैं, ये जो शॉर्टकट्स हैं उस वो आप प्रेस कर सकते हैं, लाइक AC फॉर एंड पॉइंट्स, तो आपको एकदम फाइंड आउट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, वो इजीली हाईलाइट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा।
All right. All right. ठीक है.
ओके, सो ये आप देखिए यहाँ पे ऐसा आ रहा है, तो हम लोग यहाँ पे देखिए कि ये हमारा कंटिन्यूअस वॉल है, तो हम लोग को क्या करना है, कट करना है, ये कट करना है, राइट? ये तो यहाँ पे ये कट तो नहीं होगा, तो यहाँ पे आप स्प्लिट कर सकते हैं इस वॉल को, जो है आप यहाँ से अनजॉइन एलिमेंट्स, पार्ट आपका, तो ये अलग हो गया और ये वॉल अलग हो गया, राइट? अभी इसको भी सेम करना है, ओके? तो उसके लिए स्प्लिट एलिमेंट, ऑलराइट, तो ये स्प्लिट करेंगे, ये एंड और ये एंड स्प्लिट करेंगे, तो ये पार्ट फिर अलग हो गया, ये अलग हो गया, ये अलग हो गया, ये अलग हो गया, और ये भी आपका वॉल है। हाँ, तो ये आप अभी डिलीट कर देंगे, फिर ये कनेक्ट हो जाता है, फिर ये कनेक्ट हो जाता है, तो ये क्या करना है आपको, ये जो पॉइंट्स है, पॉइंट्स पे राइट क्लिक करना है और ये जॉइन जो है डिसअलाउ करना है, तो फिर ये जॉइन नहीं रहेंगे, तो फिर इसको आप ड्रैग करके ये पॉइंट तक आप लेके आ सकते हैं, ठीक है? इसी तरीके से आपको पहले, आप ये पहले ही कर सकते थे, तो ये डिसअलाउ जॉइन, ठीक है? तो फिर ये पॉइंट को आपको ड्रैग करके यहाँ तक लेके आना है, इसको भी आप राइट क्लिक डिसअलाउ जॉइन करेंगे और यहाँ पे ये जो कॉलम है ये यहाँ पे प्लेस हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो आप अलाइन कर लेंगे, इसके साथ ये अलाइन हो गया, इसके साथ ये अलाइन हो गया, दैट्स इट। और इसके साथ ये अलाइन कर लिया। आप लॉक भी कर सकते हैं ताकि ये सरफेस मूव होगा तो ये भी मूव होगा, आप चाहे तो लॉक कर सकते हैं, बट ये अभी नेसेसरी नहीं है। नाउ go to align, select this. I think we have, let me
Align
let me check
AF.
in 3D. Let me check in 3D. So I'll open the this section box. Yes. Now let me go to this. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have this. Now we will place it. Align, AL, align, select this and select this. Unjoin elements and this surface, this. Now it's placed over there.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, fine then. Let's move to our next topic, that is visibility graphics. So how you can open the visibility graphics window? Within this view, you have this properties. Within this properties palette, you have this visibility graphics. You click on this edit option, and from there you can open it, or else you can click on the or you can press the shortcut, that is VG, or VV is the shortcut. All right, to open this, or else you can come to this view tab, and there you have this visibility graphics option. Okay, and you most of the time you on this thin line, otherwise you'll see some thick lines, so that may hamper like this thick lines. Okay, so go with thin lines always, because that may
It's more precise to work like
yeah,
with
yeah, right. Thank you. Uh, Next, go for this visibility graphics. So this visibility graphics is view specific. So if you change anything, it will be visible within this particular view. If you want to apply in another view, so then you have to switch into that particular view or that particular plane, plan or elevation, and there you have to change it again. So this is particularly view specific. So you have your visibility or graphic override for each component. Model annotation or analytical model is there, or imported category files for those. For each you can apply. So let's check about model categories. So here you see it is already mentioned that if a category is unchecked, it will not be visible. So you can understand that if you uncheck anything, it will not be visible within this view. Okay, see, it is not visible right now. Okay, you apply, and now it is visible. All right, so if there is anything like that you have placed but it is not visible, so you understand that in visibility graphics it is unchecked. Okay, now you have this, you can make it half tone. All right, so for that, let me go with this wall, or you can go with the doors. You can make it half tone for this door, all the doors. You can see,
it's lighting.
right? So these are your options. Now you can override this line pattern. You can override. So for plan, we go with this cut. With this cut section, within this cut section, we change it for plan views, or the for the cut uh, for the sliced views, you can say. So let's go with this like line. You change the door lines, and let's go with this solid. Okay, you can change the colors like this one, or let's go this one, and you click on OK, you apply it. Okay, so detail, you can mention that within this fine you want to see it. Click on apply. Let me change it by view. Let me change it to center. Okay, let me go with the wall. There, let me change. Click on OK, apply, and there you see the wall color has been changed for this. Okay, I think for this wall, these are your symbol lines, and for this that is must be visible, but because of this okay, let's go to visibility graphics now, and you can apply patterns over there. So let's apply patterns, not for this one. For walls, we'll apply some patterns, and you can go with the brickwork. You can define colors over there. Let's go with this color, and in background, if you want to mention anything, cross hatch. And let's not define a color for this. Click on OK, apply, and there you can see both the pattern is visible over there. Let me hide this one with HH, and you can properly see it.
Right. So background should be a solid color with some pattern over it to help us
Yeah, definitely
that.
you can go with that. The pattern, you can assign it. Okay, it's solid fill, and there you can change the color like this. Click on OK. Okay, apply it, and OK. All right. Now you can make it view specific. For this detail view, you can make it like for course view only, it will be visible. So let's go with this course, and there. Okay, I don't know what is happening there. Okay, yeah, so all right, so actually you are overwriting this detail level. Okay, not for this view, you are overwriting the detail level. If you are in fine view, even if you are in fine detail view within that particular floor plan view, you are overwriting that for this wall you will have this coarse detail only or medium detail only. Okay, so by view means that is what is set in this particular floor plan view that you are getting by view, but you are overwriting with the if you are in fine you will get the fine, even if you are in fine you will get the medium, even if you are in coarse you will get the medium detail level that you are applying it. Okay,
And here, and
or it's
for the
coarse.
wall type here, yeah, if you go to the walls over here, just where
Yeah,
your walls are, so there's a
this
plus
one.
sign. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So what are the options over there? What is it?
Yeah, these are your hidden lines. Okay, so within this pattern, you have applied this, you have used this, go to edit types, go to structure, and for this exterior brick one, this is the material, or this is the wall, or that. Suppose this one, okay. So for this one, go to its edit type. This is the structure for each and every one. And there you see these are your patterns, your object patterns, which you generally see it. Okay, if there is any hidden line over there, so for that you can uncheck that. Okay, in the appearance for that. Okay, so you go with that. You can apply these things. Okay, so these things you can apply, and visibility graphics. Uh, we haven't show you that about uh, this wall sweep, so you can unhide and hide with this option. So wall will be there, but wall sweep will not be visible with this option, and you can override all the patterns and line for particularly wall sweeps. Okay.
What is wall sweep? I
Yeah,
didn't get.
I'll show you that. So wall sweep you can use for skirting or any particular pattern you can add. So same like that you can use for imported categories, for your annotation categories, and there will be some more tabs when you apply, like for your design options. When you will apply design options, you will get another tab for your design options, and some other tabs will be there also uh, when you will apply those. Okay, so that is how you control your visibility graphics this way. So you can bring those back, this option, no override or clear override, and come back to wall, make
So
it
whatever
by.
the settings we do over here, when we print it, it's going to be the same, printed as the same way. Is
Yeah,
it like a
yes, yes,
presentation? It's like basically how we want to present the things, presenting the
right, right. It will be applicable in your sheets, absolutely. Okay, so now let's go to wall, and there you can add your wall skirtings if you want to add. So for that you have wall sweep. Okay, wall sweep is available there, or else you can add within your wall. So I have changed these walls. I think I have changed this wall and this wall I have changed, I guess. So let me bring it back. MA match properties, select this and select this. Now it's fine. And what about this? So go with the trim, and this to this, you can trim it, rejoined, and with this drag it to this point, and you have it. Okay, and check the height of this, that is same, and what is the height of this, that is also same. Alright, fine, so it is joined right now, it's connected. The trim option, and now let's go to wall sweep for this. So you have to select wall sweep. Right now this is cornice, so that is for the top level, so that you can choose horizontally and or vertically. You can make it sure, okay, horizontally or vertically. So let's choose this edges, okay, edges, and enter, and there you see. All right, you can place at the bottom also. So for that some profiles should be loaded. So how you can load this? Go to insert tab, choose load family, and there come to wall family. Sorry, this is English Imperial. Go to libraries, choose English or India, go for this profiles. So there is nothing loaded right now, so go for English, and then wall, I think I'm missing some files. Libraries, uh, English. There will be one wall folder, wall name folder will be there. So right now I'm not having it.
I am
So
not having anything only. I don't know. I don't have any families only over there.
yeah,
How?
so I have already mentioned in second class, probably
That
the
link
second
that
class.
you have shown, that one.
Yeah. So from there you have to download it.
Okay, okay, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. So let me go with this wall sweep. So you can place it over there also. Okay. So like this you can place at the bottom. You can place. So this is not the right profile for our skirting, right? So this is wall sweep cornice. Let me check in this particular wall. So within the wall we also have, okay, so as because this is your stacked wall, you cannot add within stacked wall your wall sweep, you cannot add uh, your wall sweep within the wall. So for that, for your stacked wall or for any wall also, that is also applicable, but for stacked wall you have to apply wall sweep from this option. Okay, from this option you will apply wall sweep. And now about this, for this wall or generic wall or compound wall, you can add sweep from this option. Within your wall properties you have this sweeps. Okay, so you have to add this, and you see this is the default profile is there. This is the default profile, or you can go with this profile which is loaded right now. You can load some profile with this option. Go to this load profile, and let me see profiles. Yes, within this wall we have some wall sweep, this brick course, brick solder course, this is available. Okay, so let me choose this one and click on open and go to this again, and there you can see this is available. Okay, and now you can apply the material over there. What will be the material? So like you can apply this. Okay, let's apply this. Click on OK, and you can see this is to the exterior side. So it will mean it will not be to the exterior side, it will be to the interior side, so that you can apply, or else it will be both in the both applied on the interior and on the exterior, so you have to add another. Okay, so just let me click on apply, and there you see this is right now applied. Okay, yeah. So right now, suppose you want to create with the gap. Okay, suppose you want to create with the gap. So for that, we can apply some offset over there and click on apply, and there will be some gap. Okay, so this way you also can do it. Suppose there is already one profile you want to add, okay, with the wall sweep, so that you also can add, like this will be the actual tile, and you can add plaster with the with that wall sweep. Okay, within that architecture tab with that, so that you can apply with this offset, and you both can you can apply the both. Okay, this now you can make it to the height also. So now
Okay, put a figure to the offset, I think. I don't know.
sorry.
Something is blinking at the offset panel, na? So maybe you have to put zero or something. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, right, right. So now let's come to this distance, and there you can give the height. Okay, so for that the height will be calculated from the base, so that's why it is selected as base. If you are applying from the top, like the ceiling sweep you want to apply, the cornice
Oh,
sweep you want to apply, so that will be applicable from the top. Okay, so that you can change it, like apply. Okay, so it's going beyond, as because this is the positive value. So as because it is calculated from the top, so it will be coming downside, so minus 50, or give more, like minus 250, apply. Okay, so it will always count from the bottom of this wall sweep profile.
oh.
Okay, so that's why.
So the material where its ceiling is written, the
Yeah,
second, yeah. No, it
yeah,
means
this ceiling tile
ceiling tile you have
600
selected.
into,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so for this we'll make it 0 from the base, click on apply, and orientation is perpendicular, or you want to make it parallel to ground, so that is same for this profile right now. Okay, and you make it to the interior side, you can add another one. Let's add the same thing. Okay, and that will be to the exterior side. All right, and apply. Okay, so there you see, that's because this is right now 2 bricks, and this one should be 2 bricks, because the height is too short for this. And you apply and click on OK, and click on OK. Let me check. It's saying that for this interior, yeah, perpendicular to face, apply. Okay, It is not applicable, I think, for this, or applicable. Yeah, now it's applicable.
Because it was parallel selected, I think, initially. It changed
Yeah,
it to
yeah, right. So this way you applied. Okay. So to the interior side, I have applied the material, but for the exterior side, the one I added last, I haven't applied the material. So that's why. So when you change the orientation, you see the wall, which one, the interior and exterior, that you can change the orientation over there. Yeah, right. Okay. So this how we will add. Okay. And now see this thing. It's not adding to this edge, correct? So how we can do that? So go to this edit type and go on this edit and go to this. Let me see at insert and at end. So exterior one you want to wrap it. So click on OK, apply. So
I think it needs to change in that.
let's go with the both. And so here also you can mention it, wrapping at insert. And this is wrapping the layers over there. Okay. Okay, so that can be possible to add at the end. That can be possible. So I will cover that later for this wall. Now let me uncheck the section box over there. Yeah. So now let's come to modify option. And here we have some move, copy, rotate option is available there. So how we can rotate and we can create array. So how we can do that? So let me switch into level 1 or floor plan view, and let me create some wall. W is the shortcut. So let's go with this. This wall. And let me show you how you can create some array of this. So you can create linear for like how to create a rectangular array and polar array in AutoCAD. So if you want to create array like rectangular array, so you have to go with this linear option, and you have to create in radial direction or like polar array. So you go with this radial. So let me show you this linear array first, and you will create group and associate That's the same option you have in AutoCAD, the associate option. So what does that mean? It will link all the duplicate objects as a single object. So we generally uncheck this one because we need all the objects in individual, so that's why we uncheck this. So how many number of items you need, like let's create 10, and you will, what you want to do with, like you want to specify the gap to the second or to the till the last, so that you can mention. So let me show you the second option right now. So this is the point, this is the first point, and then let me show you from the second. Okay, so here I'll mention 2000, and all the 10 duplicate arrayed objects have the same distance, which I have mentioned for the second object. Okay, so here to here, whatever is the gap, it will be the same gap till the last object. Yeah, what is your question?
Center to center, because we have taken no array.
No, not center to center. From this end to this end. This end to this end. That is 2000. Okay. Now, like go with li for your model line. Let me create a line with this 20,000. Okay. Now, let me delete this. Now, if I want to fill within this length, so for that I will go with that last option. So AR is the shortcut for array. So you select this AR, you press AR to activate array, then select the object and enter, and then you specify last, and number of duplicate objects will be like 10, enter, and from this point to this point, you see, so it will fit, it will specify the gap, the equal gap for each object to fill within this length. Okay, so whatever is your requirement, you will choose the option.
And what if I want to do the center to center thing?
Yeah, so for that you have to go with this center option. Let me choose, select it, okay, and enter. You specify the midpoint, okay, and then you specify this. Sorry, it was selected as 2 AR. In the default condition, it was selected number of duplicate items 2, so that's why. So change like 10, okay, then to the last. All right. Now let me show you, like suppose you rotate this line, okay, let me rotate this from this point. So I have selected this object and I have chose this rotate option, and then in the default condition you will have the center of rotation at the midpoint of your object, so you can drag to that desired point and you place and release your mouse and it will be placed. Or else what you can do is you select this object, go for this rotate, and then you can click on this place and you click on that point and it will be placed. So these are the way to specify the center of rotation, and then you specify the start axis, you can say, or start direction you specify. So this will be the start direction, and then from that how much angle you want to specify. So with that mouse pointer, you can specify, or you can simply type. All right. All right. So you can simply type like this. Okay. Now let me show you that if I go with this array now, number of items is 10 till the last. So this is the point, and till this. So you are getting this way, okay, in this linear direction. All right. Now again go with this array, select this object, enter, and the same number of items, the linear direction. Go with constraint now. So you cannot go to this direction. You fix the linear direction of this object. Okay, so this is the linear direction for this object. You fixed it. You make it constant. Constant the move direction. Okay, the horizontal and the vertical. So then you can only make array to this direction or to the horizontal direction. All right, so make sure when you are having problem like this, move direction is constant, so you have to uncheck this. So this is how we create array, and let's copy. Let's see how we can copy it. So you select it, press enter, and then again this constant is selected. You know how constant work. So if you want to copy in any direction, so you uncheck this, okay, and you want to copy multiple times within this single command, so then select multiple, okay, or you want to just create one copy, then you don't need to select multiple option. So let me go with this multiple option, and then you can choose any point of your placement, and with that point you can place it. Okay, and see, as because I have selected multiple, so as many times as I want, I can place my objects. Okay. All right. Now you know how to move, how to copy, how to rotate, and how to array and split element and trim, how we trim it. So for trim, we have some different options, like this is to trim corners, or multiple times you can trim. This is for single element, only one, within one command you can trim only one single element. Okay, and this is for multiple elements, for specifically multiple elements, and this is particularly for corners that you can do multiple times also. So let me go with this line. Lie. Lie. Okay, now you choose this, you trim it. Again, you can do the corners. You can, with this, you can make it a corner also. Okay. If you choose this section to this section, so this part will be trimmed. So what is your requirement? Now you can go with this trim or extend single element. You can work on only a single element. You can like extend this part, only one single element. See this single element only extended, and now you select this first, and second will be applied. So you select this first, and you select this second to apply this. Now this is for multiple elements. You select this and select this, and this is still there. Okay, just a minute. Let me go with this. So trim or extend multiple elements. Okay, so like this, let me select it, let me extend this, let me extend this. So these multiple elements will be extended. Okay, for this. So this is your trim or extend single element, and this is for your multiple elements, and this is just simply trim. All right, now you can scale this. Simply select and you can apply your scale factor to change the size. So this will be the base point, and then you can specify the scale factor. Okay, so go with this numerical, and you can specify the scale factor. If you are going with this graphical, then this graph means within this view with your mouse pointer, you can specify point to point, and point to point distance will define the scale factor or how much length will be increased. Okay, so let's go with numerical and specify the scale factor. Like let me go with this 0.5 and enter. Okay, then this is the base point you have to specify, and then it is scaled down as because I have mentioned reducing scale factor.
So if you did the scale and then you selected the point and then entered and then
Yeah,
select the base point,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You select the scale. RE is the shortcut key. Then you select this object, enter. Then you specify the scale factor. Let me go with this 2, and then you specify the base point which will be fixed, and that is scale. Okay, now we have the offset command also. So offset you already know as because you are aware of AutoCAD. So offset we will definitely use to create parallel duplicate objects, or you can say concentric closed objects. Okay, concentric duplicate for closed objects. We mention with graphical or numerical, select it like that, and then you specify the offset value. So let me, for this, let me show you with the graphical. Okay, so let me select this. So if I want to select the whole chain of lines, so I'll go press with tab. So okay, so for offset we can create only single object at a time. So let me select this with the graphical. You see, this way you create with this graphical. Okay, and numerical you can mention like 2000 prior, and then it will be all the time 2000. Okay, and suppose you want to move this 2000, so don't use copy, select this. Okay, so this way you can extend it also to the particular distance. See, if you don't select copy option. All right, so better if you want to increase or if you want to stretch, so you better go with this offset and uncheck the copy option. Okay, and you already know about align option, that you already know. Now let me show you some more option about join. Let me go with this wall. Go to modify tab, and we have some this wall join option is there. Okay, so there you can specify what kind of join you need, like butt joint, meter joint. Okay, so we select this wall, and there you see this wall end is there. It's like go with this and there you specify this joint, and then you go with either it will be butt joint, or it will be meter joint, or it will be like square off, what kind of joint you need. Okay, and from this option also you can make it disallow joint. Okay, like this you can do this, and again with this option you can join it again. Okay, so again if you want to specify the joint type, then select these two object, these two line, these two wall, and then go with this wall join, and you mention the corner for this, and you specify. So this is right now butt joint. Okay, as because I have dragged it. Okay, so let me drag it till here. Yep. So now again select this two and you go with this wall joint, and you specify the corner, and then you can specify like this meter. Okay, so this is for the meter, and you select it, select this wall also. So for this you can make it like square off. For this you can make it butt, and for this you can make it meter. Okay, all right. Now also you can can also make some geometry together, the join geometry option. Okay, so some components are not joined over there, so that you can apply it like this and this. You can make it again continuous join geometry. Select this and select this. Okay, no problem. Let me delete this as because this is overlapping probably. So join with this. We connect this surface and join, and box view. These are your two walls. So you select with this selection box. So that is the shortcut BX. So these two walls only visible.
How did he do it? I think
I have
missed him.
selected these two wall, and
Okay.
then BX. I have selected these two wall and BX. So within this particular box, these two objects are visible, and you can change the view as well with this selection box is there, section box is there, and you can change it. Okay, let me check. So this cannot be joined right now. Okay. So what we can do is Now suppose you want to demolish this, so you can go with this demolish, so that will be demolished. Okay, means you don't want to reconstruct it, uh, you don't want to construct it, so so you demolish it, but you want to include this in plans, or you want to tell with your plan that it was the existing, but in new construction it is not present anymore, so go with this demolish option. Okay. So for this join option, I will show you with some better options. Okay, so not now. Now you see that let me go with this.
And how do we see this demolish in 3D? It will not be seen, it just will be visible on the plan, right?
Net. Let me check this section box. So here you see you are having with this dotted color. Okay, it was present, but right now you have demolished this. Okay. So you can change this also, like what will be the color for this. Okay, so that you can change also. So for this I will come for these phase, when I will come for this phase and all. Okay, so there you have this phase demolished, so there I will tell you about in details about this demolish options. Okay, so this is the tool you demolish with that, and you have this paint option. So paint option right now I'm not showing you. Okay, so we will show you this paint and split face while we apply paint on our surfaces of our wall. Then we will see how we can go with this paint and split face. Okay, and what about this beam and column joints? So we are not covering this in architecture, this option. So it is same like wall joints. Okay, and we have this create parts, so you can separate your wall layers. Okay, so if you select this, you can right now separately select all the parts. Okay.
Okay.
So you see, this is one brick material with this, and select this. This is your gypsum wall board. This is your air material. Yeah. So each and every material, or you see this phase and uh, original family category, and all the volume for this particular
Entity.
part, uh, like volume area, you can see it. All right then, so this is for
Yes.
today's class.
Yes.